So in this video, I'm going to show you how I grew my playlist to over 20k followers, and I give you a full guide on how you can do it as well. Hey there, this is Ader, and on this channel, I share my knowledge on music production and marketing. In my last video, I shared with you my tips on how to grow on Spotify, get the numbers, and get your music the attention it deserves. If you didn't watch it already, it's going to be linked somewhere, I don't know where. So go watch that one first, and then come back to this one. I'm extremely concise in the other video, and I go straight to the point, so it won't take long, I promise. So back on topic, on the other video comment section, the most requested thing was playlist creation and growth on Spotify. And this is what we're going to talk about here. So first of all, why would you want to start and grow a playlist? Building and growing a playlist can drastically boost the reach of your music on Spotify and get you better results for your music. In this video, I will guide you through the creation of the list and the growth strategy. Quick disclaimer, I will be using Facebook's ads platform, and if you're not familiar with it, I would suggest you go check out some videos to get familiar with the basics of the platform. I might even make one myself. If you need it, let me know in the comments section. Anyway, I will be showing you the step-by-step process, so even if you don't know anything about Facebook ads, it's probably going to work fine 90% of the cases, but it's always better to know what you're clicking if you're spending your money on it. Unless you're just filthy rich and don't care about it, in which case, good for you, give me a call, I know how we can waste your money together. Enough ranting, let's get to it. First, decide what your playlist is going to be about. A mood, a music genre, an event, a city, whatever. The key to creation is to pick a niche and be the best at it. Engagement and retention is one of the hardest things to pull off on Spotify, as the platform is not built to grow and promote user-generated playlists. So you gotta be good at what you do if you want to keep people coming back to your list. Starting with mood playlists could be more varied in genre, and they should concentrate on a certain vibe more than a type of music. So in the end, they might turn out to be more versatile for your needs. Genre-specific playlists need to actually list only that music genre. People don't want to be looking for Berlin techno and then find Fisher in a black t-shirt on your playlist. Events-related playlists might be good for organic growth, as people are going to be looking for the event's music, and they will probably find your list. I would also suggest making a playlist with music you actually like and enjoy looking for. You need to be passionate about it, because creation in the long run, it's a grind. There's also a bunch of search engine optimization stuff you can do on Spotify to show up in searches, but until you get a big following, I wouldn't worry too much about it. If you find a group of people that listen to your playlist consistently, your playlist is probably going to rank in their searches anyway, and they will listen to it more. So what I would suggest in this regard is make a title that represents your list, a cover with the same title written on it, and a short description with some keywords related to the music genre or whatever you're making your list about. I remember reading Spotify takes into account the first 150 characters in the description for SEO, but don't quote me on that, I'm not sure. So cool. We have our new playlist. What kind of music should we put in it? Well, the best and the biggest hits, of course, or not. This part is really up to you, but I think that if, for example, I wanted to go listen to the biggest rap hits, I would just go for Rap Caviar by Spotify. I wouldn't even bother looking for a new playlist curated by some user. So you don't need to just copy editorial playlists. We already have that. And this is where the art of curation comes in place. Your preferences and your taste in music should influence your list. People need a reason to get attached to your playlist. You kinda need to become a DJ when curating. Find tunes that flow well together and make sure the music you add is top-notch quality-wise. A good rule of thumb is to alternate maybe big tracks with smaller ones to capture the listener's attention and keep them coming back to listen to your playlist, because you have music they would have never found on another list. I know I might be repetitive, but finding listeners is easy, keeping them is not. So now we have our banging new list. How do we grow that nice, big and thick following? Oh, short answer, social media promotion. You could, for example, start a theme page like this one I have and use it to push your playlist and get new followers for free. If you want a video on how to grow on Instagram, comment below. Lately my page has been blowing up, and I think this is a great time to start a new page. If you don't have a theme page, but you've got your own social media and you got a nice following, you can start promoting the list on there. People will put a face on the list and they will probably get back to it more often because they know it's your list. And third thing, you can run ads to grow your list. And this is what we're going to talk about in particular. You'll mainly need 3 things to do it: a Facebook account, an Instagram account, and a Facebook ads account. So now go create a new cool page on Instagram and Facebook, and then head over to Facebook Ads Manager and get an advertising account. Ads Manager is not that simple to cover fully in a short video like this one, so I'll just show you what you need for this type of promo. First thing first, create a new campaign. The campaign's objective should be conversions. Some people use traffic, but that will probably just get you a bunch of bots click, and you don't need them. Here you can also set up a spending limit for the campaign, which could be useful. You don't want to wake up one day with no money in your bank account because you set up an ad wrong. Turn on budget optimization. This will redistribute your budget to the best performing ads in your set, and we will then create the ad set. So the conversion event should be for a website, and it should be link click. To track the events, you need a pixel and a web page to embed it in. So how do you get those? Oh, well, click on the 9 dots on the left top corner, click on Events Manager, and follow the instruction to set up your pixel. We can then go to the budget section, and I have a few words about budget. Budget can come in all sizes. The more money you put in with the right strategy, the better result you'll get. If you're new to this, you probably don't want to spend too much on it, because you still need to learn stuff. A respectable budget, in my opinion, will be $100 a month, which converts roughly to $3 or euros a day, and you can definitely ramp it up as you get better at it. So set the budget, start and an end date, and let's get into targeting. In this section you can set ages, countries, interests. Basically you can describe what your dream listener should look like. I usually create a complete ad set and then duplicate it to create 3 to 5 sets with different targetings, so that I don't need to upload the media and create the ads again and again every time I do a different targeting. So I would suggest you create a set for lower conversion cost countries, like for example South America, and a couple more for higher cost for conversion countries like Europe or the United States. Spotify streams pay differently based on where they come from. You definitely want a good blend of high paying countries and low paying countries to get a decent streaming revenue. I linked the file with all the countries Spotify is available in, so you can use that for targeting. You can just copy the country list and put it in the Facebook country selection. It will take a while, but it will auto-select all the countries you put in. If you're just starting out, you also probably want your number to go up rather quickly, so you can start aiming for lower cost per click countries to get your numbers up, and then adjust your targeting later on. Another thing you can do to get the initial followers is maybe set up a social gate with a free download or something that needs to be unlocked by following your playlist. That could be a good tool to create social proof for people who end up clicking on your ad and then see that your playlist already has followers, so they will be more likely to hit the follow button. Another thing you could do, which is kind of sketchy, but I know it works, is to buy some followers to get the ball rolling. As I said before, people want social proof before they decide to follow your list. If they see other people like something, they are probably more likely to give it a chance. So buy, I don't know, 500 to 1,000 followers, and you can just start getting better results from the beginning. Spotify is going to get rid of those followers anyway with time, so you're not hurting your list and those followers will go away. I know from experience that the first few hundreds followers are the hardest to get and the most expensive ones. So it's up to you, just try not to get scammed out there. So with that said, placements. Select custom and check feeds, stories, in-stream, and search. These are the placements where you get the best results from my experience, but you can experiment on these. We can go now to the ad itself. You need to select the page where you want to actually run the ad and upload your video. And then put in the URL to the page you want to redirect people to, which is not the playlist link from Spotify. You want to create a landing page and embed your pixel in it so that you can register actions. There's a few ways to do that. You could have your own website and you can create a landing page on it, or you can use a service like Hypedit and Tonden. Hypedit involves a monthly fee, and the event setup is a bit different and more difficult. Tonden is free and you can embed your pixel and use the link click event. So I use Tonden, but I also need to mention that I never use Hypedit, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if one is better than the other. I use Tonden because it's free. So let's go with Tonden. You need to create an account, set up a new smart link by clicking smart links, create a new link campaign, select music, existing release, and enter your playlist link. You can then change your title and description. A call to action could work well to get more clicks. I personally turn off the automatic redirection to the preferred service because I want people to actually want to go and click on that and listen to the playlist. I don't want just some people mindlessly scrolling through Instagram, swiping up, getting on a playlist and say, oh, why am I here? Let's go back to Instagram. You are paying for each person that clicks on the link, so you don't want to waste those money. So you want people to click on the link because they want to listen to the list and not because they are automatically redirected. This will also kind of protect you from bots. You can then personalize the metadata, the link URL, and then you get to tracking settings. This is where you put in your pixel to track the events. So create your link and bam, you're ready to finish your ad. I usually create 2 to 3 different videos with different tracks and see what performs the best. Advertising is a trial and error game. Just because you think something is going to perform well, it doesn't mean it will. So give yourself more chances by differentiating the content. If you want some references for what your ad should look like, there's a cool trick you can use to see what good performing ads look like. So you need to go on Spotify, find a big playlist, and find an account that is connected to it on Facebook or Instagram. And take note of the name. So Facebook stores away all the ads run on this platform in an archive, link in description. You can go on there, type a page name, and see all the ads that page has been running, and you can then create a similar video for your list with a reference. With that done, you're ready to run your ad. Start running it and keep it monitored. See how conversions actually translate into followers, and maybe put some of your music into strategic positions to track actually how many streams your playlist is generating. Like number 5, number 10, number 15, number 20. Playlist will generate different amounts of plays in different spots in the list. The difference between the streams from position to another can show you how good your playlist is at retaining audience. You need to check if sets are performing well or not and swap out the targeting on the ones that are not performing well. Same for the videos. If a video is not performing well but the targeting is, then swap the video. And you can go on with this process of optimization for as long as you want so that you can get the click cost as low as possible. It's going to take a while, but in the end, if you keep at it, you'll build a nice following and you will also be able to market your music more effectively. This kind of strategy can work for promoting tracks as well and get you streams and followers on your artist account. And the byproduct of running ads is actually new followers and an increase in engagement on your social media. So I would also set up a good social media strategy to be able to capitalize on the attention you're gaining from the ads. And that's how you make a playlist. See ya. Actually, no, wait. We need to talk about monetizing your list. So if you put out music, your playlist is going to generate revenue for you. And if you start collaborating with other curators, you'll be able to multiply the royalty revenue stream thanks to dire networks. But without big numbers, it's quite difficult to turn a profit on ads that way. Payola is not allowed on Spotify, but a lot of people who are usually just curators, non-musicians themselves, still do it. They charge a fee for spots in the list and they run ads to get the following and the plays for the people who pay them. But more often than not, they're just going to buy followers and streams from a click farm, and that's how they turn their profit, because it's way cheaper than running ads. Other people sell promo packages with posts on social media, mailouts, premiere services, and Spotify playlist campaigns where they pitch your music to other curators and they leverage on their network to get your placements, which I think is less sketchy and more honest. I mean, at least they're putting in the work. And if you don't have a network, I think you should start building it, because in the end it's really useful to you as an artist or a label or whatever you're doing. And having a good presence on every social media or streaming platform or whatever it is that matters to your business is a good thing. Another way you can make money back on curation is by using pay for review sites like SubmitHub, Playlister Club or Playlist Push. These websites allow artists, manager or labels to send you tracks for review, paying you a fee to do that, so that you can get paid for the time you spend listening to the music and writing them a feedback. You're also not compelled to add anything to your list. You only add what you like and what you think you can give a good placement in your list. Remember, you're paid for reviews, not for putting a track on the playlist. The rates for the reviews will vary based on your following and the engagement you have on your list. For example, Playlist Push only accepts list with more than 1,000 followers and pays you according to a reputation score they set up. I put my affiliate link in the description. If you want to check it out, click it and you won't lose anything. I just get a small kickback if you start creating for playlist push. So this is a cool way to make money back on ads and curation. But also I would recommend not to abuse the system. You should give honest and constructive criticism to people. You don't want to be vague and give them no value for the review they got and paid for. And you want them to come back again, even if you don't add their music. So try give value, even if you don't add the tracks. And with that said, I think there's nothing more to add. There's a lot to unravel in this video, so take your time, go back and rewatch the parts that were not that clear to you. I'd also like to remind you that I'm doing this totally for free, instead of running ads and trying to sell you a course, like the whole world seems to be doing nowadays. So if you enjoyed the content and found useful information inside the video, please consider liking, commenting and subscribing, and maybe even send this video to a friend who might find this video useful. Since last video my sub count doubled, and I want to thank you a lot for that. Making these videos is more time consuming than I imagined when I started. Next month I have a release on Candy Flip, so I will be breaking down that track on the channel, this time on Ableton Live 10. And I'll be also posting the video about Instagram growth I mentioned before, so subscribe if you don't want to miss them. Finally, let me know what you think about the video in the comments, and if you have any questions, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. See you next time, ciao!